What's up, everybody? Back to another episode of Two Horses Don't Make It Right. Today in the hot seat, we have Eric Portillo, a.k.a. Savage. Dude, how did you get that name Savage?
2015.
Who gave you that name? Was it just something that somebody decided to call you, or is it just because it's just you are?
It comes with a crazy story.
Yeah? What is that?
Well, I was married back then with my wife, the one that passed away.
Okay.
And we're doing the banda brunches at Barman at that time. That's when the banda brunch story came up.
Okay.
And it was middle of the night. It's probably 8 o'clock at night. We're already getting ready to wrap up the event. Everybody's already going home. Some dude decides to pull my wife from the arm. And she's like, hey, I'm married. Like, fuck off. And the guy was like, nah, come here. Let me give you your number, whatever. He was trying, he spits his little game, whatever. So one of my homies, like, elbows me, and he's like, that's your chick. And I went over there, and he's like, hey, what's up, bro? I was like, that's my chick. He's like, I don't give a fuck. So I told my chick, like, hey, just go over there. So when she's walking to the side, I don't remember what this guy said, and I remember I just hit him. Boom. And when I hit him, his homie came from the side with a Bucanas bottle, and he fucking hit me right on the face.
Damn.
So that's when my well, right now you can't see my nose is broken because I got fat. But when I lose weight, my fucking nose, like, it's slanted like on a zigzag right here. And yeah, whatever. These guys, they run outside to the parking lot, and we ran after them. And then to my luck, this guy runs. He runs down Barman. You remember what Barman was, though? In front of that Cometa now. Yeah. He runs, but he fucks up. He takes an L, so he comes back up in the streets, and that's when I'm coming. I took him right, so we ran right into the front. So I fucking hit this guy, and I knocked him out. When I knocked him out, I start stepping on his face. So his face getting rubbed on the concrete.
Yeah.
Half of his face went missing. Like, from the concrete.
Yeah.
Like, he just fucking, I don't know what you call it. Se le raspó toda la verga.
See?
So, yeah, ambulance shows up. They fucking take this guy to the hospital. They take my ass to the hospital.
Wait, because you got hit in the face.
I had a broken nose, yeah.
Broken nose guy.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? That it was all white banda brunch. So we're all fucking wearing white with fucking blood everywhere. So
white banda blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Just a murder scene.
And then, yeah, whatever. Fucking, we go home, like all this shit happens. And then since then, everybody was like, man, you savage. You didn't give a fuck. You could have killed this guy. And then this guy's house missing. So what happens 2 days later? Fucking warrant for my ass.
Oh, over that same shit?
They didn't get me till 6 months later, but...
Damn, they've been looking for you for 6 months, and then they finally got it caught up. Golly. So that's where Savage comes from.
That's what the nickname started. That Barman.
Golly, I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of that.
And I think, you know what's crazy? That I think after all these years, I think nobody, like all these people on social media, they don't really know or knew
why
where all
it's
this shit
Savage.
came.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
Some of these people, like, that don't like me, they're like, this motherfucker just started calling himself Savage. No, people started calling me...
self-proclaimed Savage.
People started calling me that at Barman after that fucking fight.
Now, I don't think that was a fight. That's more of an ass beating. No, that's more like...
I mean, I still took a bottle to my fucking face. So.
Yeah. Hey, was the blood, like, was the huesito out?
Yeah, they literally had to, like... I don't remember what the doctor put, like, a machine or whatever, and they literally had to pop that shit back. Jeez, coágulos de sangre came out, and then 2 days later, like, my whole face is fucking swollen, black eyes and everything.
Golly, Bucanas bottle to the face sounds fucking horrible.
Well, I'm glad that it was a Bucanas bottle, honestly. Like, after all this time passes.
What bottle would you prefer not to get?
What difference would it make?
No, honestly, this is gonna get crazy to you guys. You're like, why the fuck is this guy saying a Bucana bottle is lucky?
Yeah.
If I would have been a beer bottle, that shit would have shattered and cut out my face.
I see what you mean.
And the Bucana bottle didn't break, so it was just like, boom, a hard hit. It would have been any other fucking little...
It would have broken.
Bottle, whatever, you could have broken. I probably lost an eye or something. You never know what could have happened.
Shit.
So that's what I'm saying.
And then he would have been the one-eyed Savage.
You imagine? Fucking Pirates of the Caribbean looking ass over here.
Yeah, no, dude, it happens. Dude. God, that's crazy,
intense,
dude.
Though,
talking about banda brunch, were you not self-proclaimed? Are you the one who made that banda brunch? Like, are you the original?
Nah, honestly, I wasn't.
No?
I mean, I gotta give credit what he's doing. The ones that started this back then was Ace. Ace was the one. Well, Ace wasn't his idea wasn't his, but it was him. Some guy named Jairo. He's in Dallas now, and Jeezy. I was the head of security when the first banda brunch happened. Actually, that's a crazy story. I was just the head security back then. But they started doing banda, and well, I mean, Ace had his type of crowd. Jairo has his type of crowd, and GC has the little kids crowd back then, you know? So it wasn't working, and then So that's when they're like, I don't remember how it happened. They're like, well, start bringing in your people. Like, you're the Mexican guy. You should be the one promoting it. So Ace told me, I'll cut you apart. And then Fresco at that time, Ace wasn't really about me being part of the promoting team, but Fresco at that time, the owner, now he's in Guadalajara. Shout out to Fresco. He was like, nah, fuck that. You start promoting this shit. Like, now you become one of my promoters as well. So he's the one actually that made me a promoter in El Paso. And a lot of people don't know. Yeah, he is the one that gave me the opportunity. And to this day, this guy, he's like, fuck it. Like, you made it out there. Because, I mean, 10 years later, I'm still doing this shit for a living right now.
10 years. So you've been promoting for 10 years now. So you're saying that right before that, what were you doing before the promoting?
Head security. I was a bouncer.
Oh.
I was a head security everywhere.
Craig.
I was a head security at Tres Mentiras. I was in the head security at Barfly, but I was working with Flip at the time.
Yeah.
I was just a security everywhere.
But
so everybody still knew you. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows securities. You know what I mean? Like everybody still knew who you were.
Yeah, but I was that type of guy that the girl shows up and she says hi to the bouncer. I was that bouncer because everybody knew who I was.
Yeah. And then so you were during that time though. I mean, I'm assuming that you were just like picking everything up, all the trends.
Nah, I remember back then when I was happening, I would add everybody on social media.
Oh, so you were building up your following.
Deep in my head, I was like, I don't want to be the security like all this time. You know, like I want to be the promoter. I want to fucking because I remember I would see Ace gets paid to fucking party. So, and then back in the day, everybody like, well, you follow a lot of what Ace was doing at the time. Nah, everybody like in social media, nobody has ever done a podcast like this with me, what I did and why I started. I started being a promoter because I started following Brent. Brent was the one that gave me I was his bouncer for years. And I would see Brent, he was getting fucked up. He had all these girls. He was partying. He was making all this money and whatever. So I was like, I want to be like that guy. And then, well, maybe 2 years ago, we finally did an event together, me and Brent. And I was like, after all these years, like we both promoters. And he's like, yeah, 'cause I was doing Banda Wednesdays at what was that place right there on Zaragoza next to Ciro's? Legends.
Oh yeah, Legends. I forgot that there was a bar there. Yeah. Which is the best bar you've worked at? Like best people that.
The best bar that I've ever worked or will ever work was Barman.
Barman?
There's never gonna be something like those.
No.
Days, nah, fuck no.
What makes it so different? What was it about it that was
we
just
started everything.
Yeah.
I think Barman was the capital of banda in El Paso that nobody really knew because back then people were just partying at Agave Verde.
Okay.
And then they were doing like Romeo's, Ernie's, Rodeo, XL, and all that shit. And they were just doing regular nights with the regular people with the regular basic ideas. I think Barman, we started fucking mixing up the game. And that's when everything started because when Ace and I, whatever happened, and he left to the loft, and then me and Fresco stayed at Barman, and GC and everybody else left with Ace to over there. We started looking at ideas, and we're like, well, what the fuck? What's next? I remember I was deep in Mexico having a vacation, and then I was just enjoying myself, you know, like fuck all that El Paso bullshit drama. And let alone, what do you think I saw at a bar? I had a banda in that corner, and then I had a banda in that other corner. And they call it mano a mano. That's back-to-back in Spanish. And that's how my back-to-back started. That's how I started doing two bandas in the same bar.
Oh, okay. So you were on vacation and that shit just fucking boom. It's like, yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what that is.
So that's when I came back and I told Fresco, like, fuck it, let's do Thursdays with two bandas. And he's like, what the fuck do you mean two bandas? We're like, we barely have budget for one. I'm like, nah, fuck it, let's risk it. Like, we're going to do it. And then he's like, well, it's up to you. I mean, Fresco at that time, and he's going to see this, he was scared.
Yeah.
But then later on, he was like, fuck it, that was a basic idea we could have done. Because guess what happens now? And you probably seen it too.
Yeah.
When I started doing back-to-back, everybody started doing two fucking bandas too. When I started throwing three bandas, everybody started throwing bandas. And then fucking this other guy, I don't even want to mention his name because I don't even like that fucker. But he started throwing fucking 5 bandas on a Sunday. Then 6 bandas on a fucking Saturday. And then now that's where everything started. Like the fucking back-to-back shit, that's where everything started. Everybody started throwing bandas left and right.
Yeah. I remember for a while it got a little saturated. Yeah. But you still created, I think, the momentum for it, right? The movement for it. Like, right? Like, am I right on that?
Because at the end of the day, everybody wanted to throw bandas left and right. I'm like, yeah, but you could throw so many bandas at a time, but how much profit are you really making that night?
Yeah.
But that's how everything started. That's when Banda Brunch started at Barman. I didn't start it, and I gotta fucking say it out here. Like, but after all these years, I'm the one that took the name, and I'm the one that kept it. After all these years, I'm the one that kept it because there was a time where these guys came back and they tried to do it on themselves, and they just saw that fucking following wasn't there. So they literally slowly faded away. And then, well, I mean, I'm the other way around. Like, I'm still doing Banda Brunch right now at Tequila Mockingbird. And you've seen it. We get fucking slammed on Sundays out there.
Shit. When did you know you as a once you started doing it, really promoting and really taking it seriously? When did you know, like, holy shit, like I am
that
him
guy.
now? Like I'm the guy now.
When other bars, when the gringo bars, that's what I call them. When the gringo bars started calling me, I remember the first time that I felt like, fuck, I'm that guy now. You know, like I'm not like I'm the new.
You're not just a regular guy anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like a new brand. I'm like everybody knows me. I'm promoting like when headquarters called me.
Yeah.
It's a gringo bar.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Technically, yeah.
Because Banda bars, like all the gringo bars, like we call gringo bars, like Tequila Mockingbird, Timmy's, all this, like the gringo stuff.
The more pop.
And the first time when I
ones.
received their call, and it was headquarters. And I remember headquarters, it was popping at that time. And I was like, they don't fucking need me, you know? Like, they had Madhouse doing their crazy nights on Thursdays with a fucking crazy ass line. They were doing their block parties on Sundays. And then when I get the call and they're like, hey, we'll come out for the meeting. Omar was the one that gave me the opportunity there at the time. Because at that time, Dicky and Anthony, they were still like, oh, we don't really want to do Banda outer spots. But Omar, he's the one that was like, fuck that. I'm going to risk it. If I got to go through this, guys, to give you a chance with the Banda stuff here on a Wednesday, well, let's do it. Because at the time, they were not doing shit on Wednesdays. I don't think there was shit on Wednesdays saying, like, Mexican-wise, since Leo's Cantina. Remember Leo's downtown?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
She used to be the spot for like the Mexican. And it wasn't even Banda. It was more of a rock en español kind of shit, pop night or
more
whatever.
like fresa kind of deal.
But it used to be the fucking spot back then. Like since then, I don't think there are other Wednesdays before headquarters came in, because I honestly ran for headquarters Wednesdays 4 years in a row straight, nonstop.
Shit, every Wednesday.
Every fucking Wednesday. And we were pulling fucking crazy numbers too, like over 10 grand and shit like that on a Wednesday.
Damn.
On a fucking Wednesday.
No, babies. Hey, Mexicans got a drink. Mexicans got a drink. I used to wear them pointy boots at Romeo's, for God's sakes, boy. Yeah, Romeo's still get cool. What's one of the craziest shit you've seen during your whole nightlife? Because you've been in the industry for a while. 10 years, you said, right? Or longer?
Yeah, 10 years. Well, I mean, I've been doing the promoting stuff 10 years.
But he's been.
But I've been in the club scene since 2010 when I graduated high school. I got my first bouncer job in the loft with Farva. I don't remember if you ever met Farva.
No, I never met him, but I know him.
Yeah, he's the one that he was like the one. Fuck it, you're tall. I'll get on my clock. Because I showed up right after high school because I had my 16-year-old now, and I had her at months at that time.
Oh,
well,
snap.
she was actually not months. She was 2 years old already, and I needed a job, and I had just graduated high school, and I was not gonna go to college because I had to survive out here.
Yeah.
So I remember I like, fuck it, I need a night job and I need something cash. And then my friends, I didn't even think about being a bouncer, honestly, till one of my friends is like, well, you're always fucking fighting, so might as well just get paid for it.
You're always fighting, so get paid
So
for
just
it.
get paid for it, yeah. And then my homie was just Victor Landeros. Haven't seen that guy in a while, but he was my friend back then, and he was like, you're always fighting, fucker, just might as well go get paid for it. And I was just like, fuck it, that's true, let me go apply. So I remember I got Mesa, and I started going to like little bars and whatever I would see open at that time. I was like, maybe they need security. And I showed up to the loft. I remember it was a Thursday. It was a college night at Mesa or Cincinnati back then, and it was getting crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember, like, I just went all wearing black at that time. I remember I had to fucking $20 pants from Walmart and a fucking $10 shirt from Walmart, a black polo. Like, if they tell me to stay and work, I'll fucking stay and work,
Yeah. Did they tell you? They told you to stay that day?
That's crazy, yeah, because I showed up and I was looking for a job, and it's actually the first freaking bar that I went because he was the one in the corner.
Yeah.
And it was the one that had the crazy lines. So I was like, yeah, they need security, it's going to be this guy, So I went there and I fucking told the security guard at the time, like, hey, you need security? And the guy just looks at me like, how old are you? He was a fucking mamon too at a guy. And I'm like, 18. He's like, let me see. And then he calls fucking Farba at that time. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm looking for a job. He's like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 18. I just graduated high school. Like, I need a job. And I have a 2-year-old. And then he's like, can you fight? And I'm like, shit, yeah, I can. And then he's like, well, it's going to get crazy here tonight. So, I mean, get up there. And like he told me, get up to the restrooms. In the loft, you know how it was little shit, like stay by the restrooms and don't move from there. Like, it's gonna get crazy out there. I remember he kept telling me it's gonna get crazy right now at 1:30, and I was like, fuck it. So yeah, I went up there. He's like, it's gonna be a tryout. Like, whatever happens tonight at 2:30, we'll talk. And I was like, all right. Yeah, sure enough, a fucking fight comes out.
Right there in the bathroom, right up there where you were?
Two guys in the bathroom because they push each other in the fucking line. And then, I remember they started fighting. I remember the other bouncer showed up running. And then, I'm tall, so I just got one of the guys and I just got him on a headlock. And I remember I just dragged his ass out the stairs. And then I remember when I'm coming down the fucking stairs with this guy fucking on a headlock, I remember Fireball at the bottom. He just looks at me and he's like, "You got the job, fucker. Just stay."
He's like, I'll see you tomorrow night.
He was actually pretty good. He started me off of 2 days at that time. And then 2-3 weeks later, he's like, "Nah, I just come work 4 days." So, I mean, at that time, it was great help.
Good. Yeah.
I needed the cash because, right now I'm doing good. But back then I needed the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. And then, man, so you've seen some shit. I imagine you've seen some crazy stuff, some fights, some real
Plus,
brawls.
if you want to go crazy, I was at that deadly shooting at Barfly.
Yeah.
Because I remember I'm the bouncer that let that guy in with the fake ID. I'm the one that came out on the news at that time.
Oh, no shit.
I'm the one that went to court all this time. He was in fucking court. They flew me like the first time the trial came. I was in Dumas, Texas, with my brothers. My brother had barely started his company, and we were working out there remodeling Walmarts at the time. And they cited me to come down here. And I'm like, I can. Like, I don't got money to go down there. And they're like, well, we don't care. We'll book you a flight. And I was just like, fuck it. Yeah, it was like that. It was
the prosecutor or the defense attorney.
I think it was a defense attorney at the time. They're the ones that flew me out here.
Damn.
And then we went through all that bullshit. Whatever happened. I mean, I'm sorry the guy passed away, but they did all this stuff at the court, and then boom, we fucking find out like this is a mistrial. This is gonna start all over again. So we did that shit twice.
Shit.
And to this time, I don't even know. I don't even remember if this guy got life or how many years he got.
I don't recall. I didn't follow it that odd. I just knew some shit had gone down and shit hit the fan.
Yeah, I remember when the mistrial happened, everybody was just like, fuck, we're gonna start all over again.
Damn. That's all the investigation. The mistrials is when everything resets, huh? And you got to go back to everything.
Everybody starts at day one, like nothing happened. Like the other trial didn't happen. Like now we're gonna start at level 1 again.
Golly.
It's crazy,
Well, that's dark as shit. What is some of the funniest shit you've ever seen? You know what I mean?
That went straight. that went down the dark tunnel.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks, dude. Because I remember when that shit went down, I was like, fuck. I wasn't even here.
Where were you?
I was stationed. I forgot where I was. I think I was stationed in Colorado. But I was like, damn, bro, like that shit's happening. Bro, that's scary, bro.
What's something like, let's light it up the mood. What's something that you've seen that is like you fucking stupid for doing that?
Like what? Well, it depends.
Hey, no, go as hard as you can.
Like funny stuff?
Yeah.
Shit,
What's some funny shit a female's done?
I think females are just crazy when they're
those shits are
drunk.
funny as fuck when females out here get drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, besides fucking making out with everybody, because one time we saw this girl, like she showed up with some guy. It was actually at Cito's. You see her at the bar and she was with this guy, and then later on this guy went to the restaurant and you see this other girl at the fucking VIP with another guy. She was making it out with everybody. And then we're like, fuck it, whatever, you know? And then at that time I'm always with the bandas, you know, like I'm always talking or interacting or whatever, and we go outside to the back door, and then this girl comes outside and she's throwing up. And we're like, fuck it, she's throwing up, like nothing crazy. She goes back in there and she makes out with the guy at the bar again. And I guess we're like, fuck, that was disgusting as shit. But Cito's was crazy for that shit like that.
Cito's, Cito's, that was on Zaragoza, right? I remember that one.
Too.
I can't say I've ever been, honestly.
Cito's goes hard, dude.
I never really,
because you don't do banda.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I just don't do the banda thing. Only because it's a little too loud, I think.
What?
For me.
No, I fucking love that shit.
I know you do, guy,
shit.
but like to me, it's just loud.
Like when I was still drinking, you put a banda in front of me. Oh no, it's game over for me.
No, I know.
We're going all night. Yeah.
Hell no.
And then, so right now you're doing tow truck driving, right? So how's that? How's that life been? Because you're on 24/7, huh?
Hold on, real quick. So do you plan out like your routes based on your promotion? So it's like, yo, it's about to get lit here. I'm gonna make sure that I have my tow truck ready.
Nah, because right now I'm not even doing the night stuff unless it's like I'm on rotation with the police. Because right now, like let's say you go to the bar like at the plaza where Pelon's at. That's El Paso Towing, and you fucking get there and park at a certain angle, at a certain spot, and you come out, there's no fucking car. And to me, I started doing that when I started the business, and I was doing repos, but I'm short-tempered. Like, I'm gonna be a cool guy. Everybody's like, you're a cool guy, but when you're mad, you're mad. I'm like, well, repos, motherfucker come out here threatening you with a knife or a gun, and I was like, something's gonna happen that I gotta fucking fuck off of the repossession shit because motherfucker comes at me sideways and shit's gonna get sideways. So I started doing repos because repos you make anything from like $250 to $500, which is not bad for a fucking car. But I mean, if you fuck up this guy up that bad, you go to the hospital, you still get charged for it, even if you try to put self-defense. Yeah.
Damn, that's true.
I don't think I would go after somebody with Savage on the side of a truck. You know what I mean? Like,
and then he walks out. He's like, well, how tall are you? 6'3"?
6'4".
6'4"? Nah, no.
You know what I mean? Go ahead,
Can I just get the stuff out of my trunk?
But it's not even my charger. You know, when I was doing that, when I started doing that, it was not even I had a problem with the guys. It was the fucking girls.
Oh, no way.
They'll try to get there and slap your hit you with the heel, and I'm like, fuck, those shits are dangerous, you know? Like,
Yeah, they are.
That shit's ugly.
No, those
You can't really do anything to a female.
No, well, you can self-defense, can't you? Like a drop kick to
You
the
have
chest?
to be really, if you're that big, you have to like really justify.
Yeah, because if I put this girl in a headlock and I knock her out, in court they're like, you could have just pushed
You could have just held her away from me.
And I'm like, well, she just could have fucked off.
Yeah.
Just fucking left me alone. Let me do my fucking job.
I mean, it's not my fault. She's over here at the club buying bottles. She didn't pay her fucking car note, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, so with me, I try to deal with all that shit. Well, I have a lot of following.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of the consentos like, hey, my homie broke down, or hey, I need to move this car tomorrow, or I bought this car at the auction. I need to take it to the bridge down here because they're gonna take it down to Mexico and shit like that. So I stay pretty steady busy.
Oh, but you schedule everything, huh? It's not like on the fly. Everything is scheduled.
I mean, I do get those phone calls like right now when my phone was ringing and people are like, I need to pick out this shit right now. And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I could send somebody out, but it's not gonna be cheap, you know. Like I think I'm not cheap. I think I'm a steady price, but with like Belon said, I'll give you a better deal tomorrow than if I do it fucking Monday at 10 o'clock. I'll do it better at cheaper price at Tuesday at 9 in the morning because I'm already fucking planning out my route where I'll start at I usually start at the west side. And then from the west side, I'll start moving forward. So my last cars, I'm already close to home. That if I'm fucking in Anthony and I gotta come just driving empty, you know what I mean? But even in between, you still get those calls where like, hey, I'm broke down on the side of the road, and you're like, fuck it, I'll go get you. Because my tow truck, you're able to do 2 cars. I have a flatbed, so I got one on top and I'm rolling one on the bottom.
Chilling, bro.
Dude, yeah, but you need your CDL for that?
For mine, yeah, because I started with mine has an air brakes, and I believe empty is over 26,000 pounds, so I had to get the CDL.
Damn, that's
there's
responsibility.
smaller tow trucks or ones that don't have air brakes and shit like that. You don't need it. You just regular driver license guy and fuck it.
Is it like regular? Just I'm gonna become a tow truck driver. Do I need to get a special license for that or no?
You need to get your TDLR and stuff like that. Yeah.
TD, what is that?
Texas driving license. I can remember what it is.
Yeah, that's fucking. Oh no, damn. So have you seen some pretty bad wrecks?
Yeah. Well, those are the ones that suck because sometimes they call you like what do they call it? I can't remember the name. Toxic. I can't remember what they call it. And those you don't even get in there. You just fucking dragging with the winch up there and then dragging down because there's blood everywhere and somebody just passed away.
Damn. So yeah, so there's been some.
Yo, so you've seen some shit.
Yeah, no, he has seen some shit,
bro. Damn,
that's crazy, dude.
That's pretty savage.
Yes.
See what I did there?
No, dude, that's it. And then besides the tow truck, like you've done several other businesses, no? Like you've hit on several other little topics.
Yeah, but when the accident happened and I had to leave town for a couple of years to like come back fresh. I was working out with my brother in his company. He's actually does pretty good, and I told him when I had my son. I told him like, hey, you know what? But I need to go back to El Paso. Like, you know, I want to be because I have 2 older daughters. Like right now, one of them 16, and the other one's 10. And then I have my 5-year-old. He just started kinder last week. And when he was about to when the baby gender reveal, when I saw the fucking smoke blue, I was like, I got to come back home. You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be away from my first son. And then that's when I came back, and that's when fucking COVID. Like I think my baby mama at that time. She was probably 4 or 5 months pregnant before COVID. And then when she started the pregnancy process, like the end of it, that's when COVID hit hard and we started getting into lockdowns and shutdowns.
Oh,
and
no shit.
Nobody goes to fucking work except what do they call it at the time?
We were that.
What was it?
Damn, those fuckers that priority something.
Yeah, priority or whatever.
Yeah.
They had a name for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to be home, you know? Like, I'm the type of guy that wants to be out there making money. Because I can't be playing, let's say, watching Netflix at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday. And I'm like, fuck, I could have been doing a tow truck right now. And I'm ended up being like $300 deep right now.
Mhm.
So like, what do I do that I don't have to be home and I got an excuse in case I get pulled over? And then, well, at that time back then,
Essential.
essentials. I think that's what they were called.
Yeah.
It's been
essential.
essential.
Yes,
Yeah.
essential workers.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started talking to my baby mama, like, I'm gonna do a car wash business. Because remember at that time they were doing the fog. I don't remember what they used to call it either. I remember I was getting the details and I was giving you a free disinfectant. I don't know what the fuck you're calling
the
the
disinfectant,
whatever,
fog spray.
So
shit.
with that shit, I had an excuse to be out there in the fucking road detailing cars because I was helping the COVID stuff. And then, well, yeah, I started washing cars. I did that shit for 2 years, I want to say, 2 years and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I did pretty good. I mean, to the point where I didn't know how to wash a car. I remember when I started the business, and that's probably like, I don't want to say the saddest or whatever, because I took it like, it's just a mama comment, you know? And my mom was like, you don't even like to wash your own fucking car, let alone you're going to do that in a business, you know? And I took that shit to the heart because at the time I was trying to do something, you know?
Yeah.
And I expected another type of comment. Yeah, support. And I thought, when she said that shit, I was like, no, so now I'm going to make this shit big. Like now I'm gonna come back next year and be like, I told you I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then so I took that shit personal, and then I started washing cars, and I don't wanna be cocky, but I remember also everyone on TikTok, I started doing fucking cars like to the point where they were already to the point to the junkyard, and then 2-3 hours later, I will give you your keys like you just bought that shit brand new.
Damn.
Yeah, I was getting down. I was getting crazy to the point where I started charging $300 for a fucking full detail.
For a full detail, $300. Damn, but you're steaming, you're vacuuming, you're washing.
Vacuuming, washing, fucking the engine and shit, like the roof, the bottom of the kit to the car. There was some points where we're taking out the wheels and we're fucking doing your brakes and all that shit. Like it was some fucking Dallas detail, because you go to Dallas, Texas, that's the type of details you get out there.
Yeah.
And then I remember that's when TikTok. I don't remember if that's when TikTok barely started being a big thing, but I remember to me that's when I started.
That's when it was really blowing
TikTok,
up because everyone was at home, right? Everyone was home like this, so it was like, oh,
doing
shit.
the dance. I tried doing those shits. I was like, I'm deleting this. Is stupid.
Can't post that.
with the mask on and shit.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I tried doing one in the paint booth, dude. It looked like shit. I posted it. I regret every second of it.
Yeah, but I think that's when like TikTok. That's when I focused, and then that's when I started. Because I remember when I started washing cars, I remember I was charging like the homies $80. Like, hey, let me try it on your car, you know, like. And don't get me wrong, it was like every other business. One of my like. This one time, this lady said, like, oh, you burned my seat. The fuck you mean? Just bought it at Copart. This shit was like that when we got it. Mm-hmm. At the time, I like to blast people. I love that shit. Especially,
I like to put motherfuckers on blast.
I like to put motherfuckers on flash. So when this lady came up to me, I'm like, you know what? I'll fucking buy you your seat. Because she was a friend of my other friend that had recommended it. Like, if you want the seat, I'll buy it. Like, let me see how much it is. And I remember it was like $120. At an eBay, and I'm like, I'll order it. On 2 weeks later, I'll come fucking put it on for you or whatever, just so I wouldn't get blasted. Because at the time, it was barely like one of my first, not my first, but a couple of my first months doing details.
And you can't start off like that.
I didn't want to start that reputation, especially if it's something we didn't do. Because to this point, like I already fixed the lady's seat. She knows I didn't fuck that shit up.
Yeah.
And so we fixed that shit. We started doing it, and then 2 or 3 months later, I started going to like 120 and then 150, and then certain points I started getting good clientele. Like I had some lawyers, I had some doctors at the hospitals, and those fuckers were the ones.
Were you mobile? You would go.
I had the white
van.
van. Yeah, I had the white vans, and then I would go over there, and then that's when the doctors and the people that had money, you know, like not the cheap people. They're like, you're doing all this shit too cheap. You should raise all your prices. And I was like, it's El Paso, you know, like El Paso mentality. Like it's El Paso. If I go too crazy, people are not gonna pay, and I'm just gonna be fucking sitting down here with the worker. Because at that time I had one of the guys that lasted with me probably, I want to say 2 years, probably like the whole time we're doing the car washes, and they're like, and then this one lawyer, he's the one that told me, and I live through that shit every now, because he's like, if you get rid of the cheap clientele, better clientele comes by, and ever since that day, that's fucking true. Even with the tow trucks, people call me like, hey, well, how much you go there? And I'm like, $100. Well, that other guy's doing it for 80. I'm like, well, fucking call the other guy for 80 then, you know? And I get rid of that fucking clientele. And sometimes people are like, how can you afford to have a tow truck sitting down when you could be doing like $60, $70 tows? And I was like, nah, because at the end of the day, I'm still fucking spending insurance, and I'm spending diesel, and I'm doing all this kind of shit. At the end of the day, you're doing that $60 tow, it's costing me $20 out of my pocket, you know?
Yeah, so
to
the
fill
profit
up.
margin doesn't
Yeah.
even make
And,
sense.
we've seen that shit at the bars too. When you go too cheap, and I'm not saying just because Pelon's been on the game, but he knows, like, when you go too cheap and you start doing all this shit to get more people in there, you start getting the riot people, the people that fight, the girls that go get crazy, the girls that fucking want to fight your bartenders because she was looking at her man.
Yeah, you get some you do
You
get
get a little
ratchet.
ratchet, little ratchet
Oh no,
over-
you get super ratchet. You go too cheap, you're gonna get a crowd in there that you're gonna
So
be
that's
like,
why there's no more $2
get out.
you call it out
No,
here.
fuck no, there's no $2 you call it. No.
$2 you call it used to get crazy.
Oh, dude,
no, I know.
Everywhere.
You put $2 you call it, dude.
Dude,
That
did they
shit's-
used to do the dollar coronita? Remember they used to do dollar coronitas too?
Yeah, we
Yeah, but I don't even
man.
think nobody has done $1 nothing in a couple of years.
No, there's nothing
Can't
going
afford,
on.
You can't afford $1 now.
Fuck no, fuck no, you can't do that.
Damn it.
Have you ever tried, or did you ever want to own your own bar, or you're like fuck
Fuck
that?
no.
Too
After
much
that
shit.
experience that I had with Ruby at Agave Azul, I said I never do a bar and I'll never get a fucking business partner ever again.
Oh, okay, so it went south fast.
It went south
Yeah,
fucking bad, yeah. Especially at the worst time of my life.
see,
Because that's when the accident happened. That's when my wife and my daughter had passed away.
damn,
And she did me
sorry to hear
dirty.
that. Yeah,
Damn.
fuck, that sucks, dude. That's
And
so,
everybody nowadays, even when like I argue with people or whatever, like in the banda industry, and everybody always says that shit, like, well, this motherfucker thinks he has all this money now. How come he doesn't own a bar? That's the dumbest shit you could do. And I told this guy the same shit a couple of years back.
yeah.
He told your
It's
ass.
the-
Told your
the
ass.
risk-
Everybody know Paso gets a little bit of money, and the first thing they want to do is like, fuck it, let me own a bar. You know, like I want
Let
to
me
be
do
that
it.
guy. Man, that's the worst shit you could do. And Pelon now here knows that he could tells you the other point of view. Like everybody tells me, why that? Like, why do you always say that? You have 7 days a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't open the fucking bar 7 days a week. So you already took down 2 days minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 5 days, right? Tuesday, the fuck you gonna do it Tuesday? $2 Tuesdays, fucking fights and crazy shit's gonna happen. So you don't want that shit.
Love that shit.
Wednesdays, it's the middle of the week. You do get a little clientele here and there. I think every bar in El Paso, even like not banda or hip hop or any type of bar, I think Wednesdays, it's like Friday to some people. So that's why a lot of the accidents and a lot of DWI mugshots. Well, maybe I see the accidents because I see, like I'm in the tow truck. So
Yeah,
I
so
see
you
a lot
see
of
it
that shit on
firsthand.
Wednesday.
Yeah, you see it
So I see a
firsthand.
lot of the shit happen. Like a Wednesday is like a Friday Junior. Because a lot of people that's
Friday Junior.
I'm gonna,
Hashtag Friday
Yeah, I'm gonna
Juniors.
fucking.
So a lot of people go out on Wednesdays and it's like the Friday and then they're fucking it up and so you get a little bit more business. Thursdays everybody tries to do like the ladies' night or whatever. That's when your girl goes out with the girls and do all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't see it, but you don't see, like just like you don't see so many problems or so many traffic in the bar industry. You don't see that many money either because like. I mean, to be honest, your girl goes out, she's gonna buy a couple of drinks, and then boom, we're good, you know.
And then the rest of the drinks come from the guy that is sitting at the bar in the corner.
Yeah, and that guy's how much could he really spend on that girl that
He ain't gonna get none.
He ain't gonna get none because she's married, you know.
I've seen some shit. Yeah, no, it's
No,
I
you're
can-
right.
yeah.
So then you're down to
3 days.
Yeah.
So Saturday everybody makes money because that's everybody's out. Well, not even because even lately now you know you
Yeah,
know
no,
yourself.
it's a hit or
Saturday-
miss. It's a hit or
Saturday
miss.
it's a hit or
Okay.
miss. Like you're not. It's not Saturdays no
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean? And then Sundays. I think Sundays, and I don't want to be cocky, but I think Sundays, like especially on Pelon's Plaza right now, whenever I have a banda brunch, all those people get my people because they're already fucked up from doing all the day.
Yeah.
So it's like the bar over there. Like they tell me, like whenever you have a brunch, like we fully staff because we know all your people. They don't give a fuck. They'll come from Tequila Mockingbird on the west side to fucking the east side to get fucked up because they're already lit. So they're like, when we know you're gonna have a brunch, we know it's gonna be a good Sunday for us. You know. So I set up the game. I mean. And I'm glad.
Everybody eats.
Yeah, but some Sundays, like let's say I don't have a brunch, and they're like, "Well, this fucker's not doing a brunch this day." Well, yeah, there's the fucking rent week came up, so you already out of those 3 days, you already lost a Sunday of the month because it's rent or payday. I mean, you have to your bills are due, and I think about that shit, and a lot of people think fucking Savage is stupid, like he just talks out of his ass. But you got to be smart because you have 30 days in a month average. Mm-hmm. And out of those 30 days, how many like real over 10 grand days are you gonna have to run the whole fucking business the whole month? So that's why I would never own a bar, and that's why I would like honestly, I'm 33 right now, and I already feel old.
You're 33. Golly.
And I already
to
feel
be young
you know?
again, coach.
Yeah.
And I already feel like right now, like I go to mi bar, like yesterday, I was partying out with my friends. They're like, hey, let's go to mi bar. bro, there's nothing but 20 years old, you know, like little girls. And we're like, bro, I already feel old as shit, you know, like we need to start hitting up teddies or something. Like, I mean, we're to the point where it's already fading away, you know, like the new generation's coming in. And what I seen it with the new generation, they do a lot of the parking lot drinking.
By parking lot drinking, they drink before they go in the bar.
Yeah. They're drinking and driving to the bar, and then when they get there,
so they're pre-gaming.
They're pre-gaming in the car, and then they go to the bar, they buy 1-2 drinks, and then they'll step back outside.
I keep drinking.
And then they go back inside.
Cheap fuckers out here, bro.
Oh no, dude. Yeah. Yes. There's sometimes when you close down the bar, you'll see a bunch of bottles and a bunch of stupid shit outside.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah. 30 packs and bottles thrown, and it's kind of like, dude,
trash.
that's fucking ridiculous. Why would you come out if you can't afford it?
So you can post it on
Just
social
kidding,
media.
guys. Keep coming out.
And then that's what a lot of these bars, like they notice that, but you can't do. I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't go tell you not to be drinking outside the property,
because then they're gonna leave.
They start
and they
doing
won't
the cover. They start doing the cover, and now people don't want to pay the cover. So they're like, nah, let's not go there because they're charging us $5-10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, there's some science behind that.
Oh no, I'm learning now. Shit,
that's 10 years of experience right there, son.
So we seen it all, you know. Like this parking lot party came out I started at back in 2011 when I was working at the loft. When Farrell would tell us like, go fucking work the parking lot, and whoever's fucking drinking, kick them out. Because even since back then, a lot of these people were already drinking in their parking, like the parking lot parties. That's what they call them back then.
Parking lot parties. I never got invited to one of those.
Hashtag parking lot parties. I never went either. No, I never
got invited to any of those things. Golly, that's fucking crazy, dude. So you've done the car wash, and then you've done right now the main focus is your tow trucks.
Well, so when I started washing cars and I did all this stuff, the guys started fucking up. They wouldn't show up. They wouldn't wake up. They would wake up at 11 in the morning all hangover, like, oh, we just woke up. Let me catch up to you. Fucker, we already have it on the day. Like, what do I need you for? You know, like all the fucking busy stuff. Because I would start with the worst details in the mornings. So as we're fading away the day, like we're getting less work and we're already getting tired. Yeah. So at that time, I told my baby mama, like, I'm already getting tired of this shit, you know, like waking up. I can't go fucking detail 5 cars because at the time, at my prime time in the car wash, I was doing 5 freaking details a day, minimum $200. So I was averaging $1,000 a day at the time. So I was doing pretty good money. But when this fuckers weren't waking up,
you were by yourself doing that shit.
No, I couldn't even go. So I would just straight up cancel the appointment.
Oh, damn.
Because I mean, I would go.
Now you're letting go of money, so it's like, dude, like fuck that.
And then people, well, you know what? You know, I mean, I'm not being cocky, but at the time, people were like, "Oh, it's okay, we understand." Reschedule me. They would wait because that's how good the details were back then.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? He had it on lock. How does it? That what?
Go.
Well, how's the nightlife and a relationship work out? How do they understand that I'm out? You know. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think that it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, with my last baby mama, with my 5-year-old, we literally just broke up Monday. Like we just decided to call it, you go your way and I go my way after freaking 6 years.
Is that what you were doing partying yesterday?
That's exactly why I was out yesterday. Yeah. My friends were like, hey, don't stay inside, you know, like we know you're really related to your kids, you're attached, so don't stay in the house, like let's go out drinking. And I did go out and whatever, but after 6 years, she finally decided, I mean, we both decided that we both got tired and this shit was not gonna work out the same time that she thought, because what she never understood at that time, or all this time, is that I can't be playing husband, you know, on social media. Because at the same time you're promoting, you got to get all these girls out there to party. Because if you have the girls out here partying, all the guys are over here spending.
Yeah.
So if you're playing faithful, if you're playing the faithful part of her husband, whatever, the girls are like, well, nah, this guy's boring, you know, like, what the fuck, we're going to go over there party with Savage. Enjoyémonos a otro lado or whatever. And that's something that she had a lot of problems dealing with, because she's like, well, how the fuck are you over here partying with all these girls? But then, you know, like, she don't like partying. She don't like drinking. She was one of those girls that before she got pregnant, she would be like, oh, let's go to dinner and let's go to the movies. She was a good girl, and that's why I married her. But she never understood the difference between I'm out of the bar, but I'm making money. You know, like, yeah, I might be out here. I have 6 girls in my table and I have 2 bottles, but yeah, I'm coming home with $500, $600, $1,000 fucking almost $3,000 on a banda brunch. Because there was some times where I was making $5,000 at Catedral.
Golly,
So
Catedral was blowing up.
Catedral started blowing up on time, so I would go home and we would fight Monday, you know. Hey, fucking, you were out with these bitches yesterday at fucking Catedral, fucking dancing, throwing champagne bottles or whatever. And then I would show up Tuesday, and then I would just, here's the check. And then she's like, oh shit, well, let's go shopping. I'm like, yeah, well, now you want to go shopping. But
now it's okay.
But now fucking Monday and Tuesday, like you couldn't realize the difference. So yeah, the bar industry does take a great a damage on the relationships, because I mean it's just like if it was the other way around, where you understand your girl being with some fucking guys.
I mean it's understandable. What you're saying is it's understandable what she was feeling.
I don't like it's just like me. Priscilla goes to the bar and it's like I'm on the Netflix. I don't feel like being at the bar.
I think that's one of the things, because my baby mama, she knows Priscilla, and we knew Charlie back then. Charlie was one of my greatest friends, and when I started the business, I had Agave Azul right next to his business, you know. So every night at the end of the night or during the night, we'll come outside and have a beer. Let's go to my bar and let's have a shot, or let's go to your bar and take a shot. So me and Charlie, that's why Priscilla has, I believe she has a lot of love for my friendship, because she knew that me and Charlie were like real close homies, you know. Because we would always, well, how's your bar doing? Oh, well, I'm doing this shit, but I'm already getting tired of this girl, so I'm gonna fire her. And Charlie would have been like, well, this girl, I know this girl's stealing, but I need her because she brings a lot of that cholillo, or she brings her little crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
So we knew, a lot of people don't understand that we see everything as bar owners.
And you guys interact with each other, so it's all a network.
And
so
then
it's
when you fire somebody, like, don't hire this girl, because
you see
this is why
bar,
she was fucking.
Oh yeah, we liquidated her because of this. We all know, dude, she's trash. Like,
and I would always tell her, I would always tell my baby mama at that time that, well, look at Priscilla and Pelon, like they're always at the bar, and I don't ever see them fucking arguing. And they're like,
I do.
No, and that's exactly what she said. She's like, well, maybe they're like us. We don't argue in front of nobody, but when we get in the car, you know. But I was like, they're business owners and they gotta be at the bar. So it's like if a girl goes up to Pelon and be like, hey, well, your hands on, let me buy you a shot. Pelon, I mean, he's
has to play the part.
No.
Straight to the
he's not gonna be like,
parking
no, I'm married. You know, like, what shot does he want? Does he like? What do you call
horny
it?
rubs.
The horny rubs.
The horny rap. See, if they give him Priscilla's over here mad because the girl bought him a horny rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pelon, at the end of the day, that's a sale. So you're like, yeah, fuck it, buy me the shot.
You buy me two, were you taking me home?
Just like we said earlier, just because you bought a girl the shot at the bar, that doesn't mean you're gonna take her.
Correct.
Yeah, for me, it pretty much means I'm going home.
Are you taking shots? Let's go home.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You're the lucky winner tonight. Nah, just kidding.
I think that's one of the biggest things.
So it definitely took its toll.
Especially, I think it took a bigger toll on my end, because I don't want to say I was the first banda promoter in El Paso, or maybe I could have been, or I think I am, because I don't think there's any.
Not the first, but definitely the biggest.
No, I think the first too, because who was
before Savage?
Before Savage, there was no banda promoter.
Yeah. Okay.
Because right now, after me, Charlie came down the road.
Yeah.
And he was probably like, shit, I want to say 5 years later after Compa Savage came out, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's a thing that after Compa Savage came in, the promoter, all these other promoters started saying like, oh, Compa Charlie and all this shit. So now everybody's Compa out of a sudden, you know what I mean? And to me, everybody like, that doesn't affect
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
And that's exactly what I would tell everybody. Like, you don't get mad. I was like, nah, because everybody knows who started this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So to me, I feel a little bit more cocky. Like, oh, fuck it, call everybody Compa. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But you know where it is.
Yeah, you know where it came from.
No,
and then see, like that bar stuff, dude. Like, I've seen Priscilla get dragged to the bar by some guys. And hey, you're taking a shot with us, and she's like, nope, you're making that. No, you get that fucking round. You do that.
Yeah, because imagine if like Priscilla,
real quick though, do you think it would have helped if your girl was out there with you or no?
At the beginning of the time she started.
Oh, she was out there.
At the beginning of the time. Well, my baby mama at the time, she was one of the baddies, you know, like the banda baddies at the time. That's what GC used to call them. Like, oh, she's a banda baddie. That you're like the girls there at the time. So I would carry her everywhere, you know. But then she didn't have kids back then. The only kids that she have now, they're my two kids, my 5-year-old and my 2-year-old right now. And when the kids came out, she was just like, nah, but you go to the bar, do your shit. Like, I'm gonna stay home with my kid.
Yeah.
And that's when everything started fading away, you know. And I mean, I don't blame her, because at the same time, it's tiring, you know, like going to the fucking bar at 2, 3 in the morning and then waking up at 8 in the morning. And like, when I started doing this shit, I was doing the the car detail and I was doing banda stuff at the same time. So imagine, you will see on Snapchat, it was crazy because everybody talked about it on Facebook at that time. Like, how the fuck is Compa Savage drunk at 2 a.m. in the fucking bar, and then at 7:30 in the morning he's fucking throwing water at a car, washed, ready to detail, you know? But I mean, at the time I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that sucks. I mean, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, about your girl, man. I mean, that's very unfortunate, but it, at the end of the day, I think the fact that she saw, like, damn, like, it's very difficult, I think, especially nowadays when everything is so accessible. Right, so if she's at home and she's got the baby crying, and then
and then all this time, like food, that's one of the things that's one of the things that we started arguing.
Mira, and she's over here. Hold on, mijo, fucking cooking and shit. I could see how that. I
mean, and I don't blame her, like I said, because even though that's one of the things for the years that me and my mom have argued about it. Like my mom, she's a savage on her own little way because she doesn't shut the fuck up.
Mama savage.
If she gotta say something, she's gonna say how it is, and she would always say like, pues sí, güey, tú como quieres andar bien verga en el bar con viejas y la chingada y aquí con los niños. And I'm like, yeah, but at the end of the day, you don't see all the money that she's pulling up. Because when we're doing COVID at the time, and there was some times where people didn't have money and there was no, like, literally nothing, no investment.
Yeah.
Guess how we survived? The fucking bars. The bar money. The bar money was paying the rent. The bar money was paying the car notes.
Yeah.
The bar money was putting groceries on the table. Yeah. And at that time, like, that's like that. This last time that we argued, like, you have never been thankful for you blame everything that happened to the relationship because of the bars, but you don't see how the bar saved us a couple of times, like
you flourished because of it. Like we flourished as a family because of it.
Or it was sometimes where the car wash, I was doing pretty good money, and then the bar stuff was like, wait, we don't need it, so throw it in the savings, or here we're gonna go to Disneyland, or here we're gonna go to fucking.
I love Disneyland. Fucking love that place.
I don't want to hear that shit. This fucking guy goes four times a year.
I don't go every year. Yeah, but I love that shit.
Shit doesn't change.
Like the fucking Cavs is gonna change.
Like it's gonna fucking no,
it doesn't change. It just gets better. Dude, that's fucking crazy, man. So being in the nightlife, there's no joke, dude. And it's been dangerous because for a while it got bad, no? Like it was a bunch of shootings
to the point where I got shot at.
Oh no, shit.
That's when I think that's one of the biggest tolls in the relationship, when I got shot at Cedos.
Oh, and that's what she was like.
And when she came up to me and she was mad and she was crying. And I mean, like I said, I don't blame her. And she was just like, see, like, you're at the bars and all these people. Because, Paso like Pelon has said it all the time. And Priscilla says it too. Every time she sees me, she's like, El Paso people, either they love me or they hate me. Like, there's no in between. Either you love me or you hate me. And I don't give a fuck.
Facts.
If they don't like me, like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll give you more reasons not to like me.
Yeah.
And that's when the relationship started getting real fucking tense, because it's 3 a.m. and I'm calling her like, hey, fucking drive down fucking Zaragoza on this houses. I'm under a car hiding because I got shot at.
Bro, we would flip shit.
Yeah, no. I don't want to make that call. I really don't want to make that call.
Man,
that's some crazy shit. Yeah,
and you know what's crazy that night? That this is where the story gets good. You know how they always say, like, if you're already laying down, don't fucking go out there.
Yeah.
And I was already laying down that day. And ever since that happened,
don't get out of bed.
I really believe that shit. Don't get out of bed, shit. Because I was asleep. My brother, he was out of town. He works out of town. He lives 10 months out of town in El Paso. And that weekend he came, and that's when he started seeing or dating my cuñada at that time. She was a bartender at Cedos for us. And then, never mind, not for us, because I wasn't working at Cedos then. I was, and
shit.
Because I started working at Cedos after all that stuff. Rewind, yeah. And I was asleep, and he's like, "Hey, let's go to the bar." And I'm like, "Nah." He's one of those guys that he doesn't drink.
My brother just wants to go maybe socialize a little bit.
He's one of those that she says, "All this money you're spending on money, you could have been invested in something." I don't know. I think out of all, it's 3 brothers and a sister. I think out of the 4, he's the one doing better, because he's like, all that money they just threw drawn drinking, like, I'm already putting it on a new car. I'm already doing it to this shit to my house. And he's smart, but I like to party, Fuck it. If I die tomorrow, you can say fucking Savage had the lifetime of his time.
Yeah, fuck. Savage just went savage. Yeah.
And he called me and he's like, fuck it, let's go drink. And I didn't want to. And he came like, no seas mamón, way. Like, you're always drinking. Every fucking day you're at the bar, and I get to town and you don't want to go out. So I told my chick at the time, we were already laying down. I was like, nah, but I'm going to go, like, Brandon fucking wants me to go, so we're gonna go out there. So we went out there, and we're at the bar, and I don't know what happened. like, it was already like 1:30, 1:20. I told my brother, yeah, I'm already going home. Like, I'm already calling at night. And like, all right, cool. So I left, and when I'm leaving Cito's, I'm coming on Zaragoza, like before hitting Monwood, I get a call. And they're like, hey, wait, come back to Cito's. Like, your brother, they're trying to beat up your brother. That's what the words on the phone said. And at the time I had my white BMW. And I fucking busted a U-turn and I got that shit quick and I get out and the doors are locked. So I'm fucking trying to open up the doors and I'm like, Charlie at that time, the other promoter I'm telling you that came down the road, he's like, hey, chill, like nothing's happening. I'm like, where the fuck is my brother? And like he's in the back. So I ran to the back. And I'm like, I see my brother standing like he was trying to get ready. I'm like, who the fuck's trying to fuck shit with my brother? And then this other guy's like, ¿Qué, güey? ¿Muy vergas o qué? And I'm like, you motherfucker? Like, he was you? He had nothing to do with this shit.
Oh, he was just in the side, just talking.
He was just on the side, but he was one of those guys that didn't like me.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, nah, este way. Like, I guess my cuñada was a bartender that night, and he gave this guy his tab, and the guy's like, don't give me the tab, bitch. Like, give me another beer. And then that's when my brother's like, hey. He didn't tell her that's my girl. He's like, hey, respect the girl, you know, like that's a female. And he like, tú qué chingos te metes? And my brother being my brother, you know, he's like, pues, you have something to say, like, let's go outside. And then when I showed up, fucking trying to see who was trying to fuck my brother, this other guy that was dating the owner at that time, he, in his fucking crazy mentality head, he thought I was fucking her. Everybody thinks I fuck the girls. I don't know why. Maybe just because I'm the friendly guy or whatever. So this guy's like, ¿Qué, muy vergas o qué? And I'm like, bro, like I was already fired up. So I'm like, fucking, let's go, you know? And this guy I remember we're inside the bar. That's when the TABC and all this shit, the story got crazy because this guy fucking lifts up his shirt and he has a gun inside the bar. And I'm like, me being savage, I'm like, what is that shit gonna do? Like, if you're gonna do something, pull it out, you know? Or if you try ready to throw it down, let's go outside. And the guy's like, pues vámonos, que no sé qué. And then we start, you know, like the little bit, it's already 2:00, the lights already up and whatever. So I came outside and then Charlie at that time, like, hey, ya tranquilízate, you know, like, don't get all this shit crazy. Like, it's already getting handled. Like, nobody touch your brother. Like, I wouldn't let nobody touch your brother, whatever. And I'm like, nah, but it's still the fucking code, you know, like, if they're trying to go, we're trying to go right now. And then I wasn't even drunk at that time. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was already asleep 30 minutes before I showed up there.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking to Charlie on the side, you just see a fucking guy like a pinche película. Fucking, he comes to the side of the by like the Valentine bakeries, and then he says something. I don't know what he said, and then when I turn around, he just started shooting. Pow, pow. And I'm like, fuck. So I
like directly, or was it like shooting?
Nah, he shot to my legs.
Oh shit!
And then I'm a fucking fat ass target, so I don't even know how he didn't hit it. You know. Yeah. So I remember I remember I just like threw myself between the banda bands. He hit the vans at that time. The Conquistadora van got hit. And then, but I stood up and I heard the shooting stop. So I fucking picked my head. I'm like, what's up, bitch? Like, stop shooting, you know? Like, let's go. And then he's walking towards me and he's pointing the gun or whatever. And then he's like, ¿Qué, muy vergas? Que no sé qué. And I'm like, pues muy vergas tú. Like, stop shooting, bitch. Like, let's throw it down. He, or his mentality or whatever, he didn't see people behind him. And then when he's passing by the back door, my brother's boom, he janks at him. He started choking him. So when he started choking him, I ran to the hand. And como las películas, you know, like you're in a fucking movie, we both started arguing for the fucking gun. And then I remember Charlie's passing by and I'm like, just get the fucking gun, bitch. Like, take the gun. And Charlie's like, nah, I'm not even gonna get involved. Like, fuck that, that's a gun. And I was like, no mames, you know? So when that shit happened, like we're arm wrestling for the gun. And both fingers are on the trigger and shit. Like it's like a movie, you know? Damn. Like I was getting ready to come in Rosa de Guadalupe type of show. It was crazy that night.
Damn, that's just fucking.
And then you just hear like, ah, and everybody just froze. Like everybody just froze. And we're like, what the fuck? We both had hit the trigger or whatever, and the bullet came out or whatever, and he had hit the wall. And then when that happened, boy, everybody froze. Two of my other homies that were there were my brother at that time. They started fucking this guy up in the head. So his guy ended up opening his hand. He let go of the gun. So when he let go of the gun, my brother lets him go, you know, like he pushes him and let him go. So this guy starts running down the bakery. And then when he's down the bakery, I was already mad. I was already fired up or whatever. I was like, this is not going to come like this. So I grabbed the gun, my dumbass. I already got the fucking case dismissed in case anybody's trying to play stupid over here. I fucking get the gun and I started shooting back.
Oh shit!
How does that feel, motherfucker?
Yeah, bitch,
and I'm just shooting on the side of the road. I felt like that fucking movie, you know, like. Bah, bah, bah. And then when I'm doing that dumb shit, there's cameras on fucking Cito's outside. But that's not what the good part came. Guess what happened next?
What happened?
El Paso PD, drop the gun. And I'm like, fuck. I froze. And I'm like, hey. I'm like, I'm the one getting shot at. I'm the one. This is not my gun.
I'm the one getting shot at.
Yeah, and then it was the female cop.
Oh, no.
And then she's like, drop the gun and throw yourself on the floor. So I threw the gun on the grass, and then I fucking get my ass on the floor. She fucking puts her knee on my head or whatever. And then I'm like, I kept telling her, like, hey, I'm the one that got shot at, like, it's self-defense. And she didn't say shit, I remember. She was just like, get yourself on the floor, and she's barely gonna handcuff me. And then you just hear the cops showed up because there was fucking random shooting everywhere. So cops finally showed up, and then I guess one of the cops with the baton, he hit the glass doors that I was trying to open when I got there, the glass doors. Mm-hmm. And when he hit him, but it was a little room, like maybe like a 5x5.
Yeah.
So when he hits it, but all the oxygen came out, and he sounded like a bullet. So when that boom, that shit hit, it was the doors. We thought it was more guns. So the girl cop ran through the front door. And when she's running, guess what she does? That's what she fucked up. I remember she got fired and all that shit.
No shit. What did she do?
She started shooting up the air herself.
The fuck are we doing now?
The fuck are we doing?
She did a death pop. She had her first death pop.
Down.
Yeah, that's what she did. She was a rookie cop. I believe they had said because when we went to court, she had barely like left the academy or whatever, her training or whatever.
So she's running fucking.
She shot, I think, this one or twice. So when she's shooting, the other cops come in here like, what the fuck are your dumbass doing? You know?
I'm settling everybody
and
down.
When that happened, that's when I got my fat ass up on the ground, and this is my green light. So I started running down the bakery. So and then those houses down the bakery, fucking his homies and that guy, they were in trucks. They were looking for my ass because they saw me running down there. And I remember I found it was like a Yukon or Tahoe.
Yeah, it had to be a truck. I was gonna say you can go fit in their car.
Yeah, because I remember I was trying. I was gonna jump a front yard, and then a fucking dog was there, and I was like, "Fuck that." So and then these guys were already busting a left, so they were gonna see me. So I saw like a little 2010 Yukon, whatever. So I was like, I fit under this bitch, like I'll be good. Mm-hmm. And that's when I called I remember I had the Apple Watch, and I called my baby mama, and I'm like, "Hey, don't get," because she was pregnant. Yeah, I think she was still pregnant.
She was pregnant, guy?
Yeah, when you hear the first words through the sound, don't get mad.
I think she was pregnant, or she had just had my baby. It was one of those. I can't remember. I remember the first thing I told her, like, don't get mad and don't get crazy. Like, I'm getting shot at, and I need you to come get me. And I texted my location, and we were living at that time, we were living on East Lake. And then she actually showed up like 10 minutes. She was fucking flying down the road. And I was like, just come in your truck. Don't come on none of my cars because they're gonna know it's me, you know. Mm-hmm. And then she showed up. She took my ass home, and then fucking the next day, we tried to go get my car, and fucking red tape. Remember tape all over Zaragoza for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they shut that bitch down for a while. Yeah, that was a good.
My fucking BMW comes out on the fucking El Paso newspaper like wanted of the week. They made it seem like I killed a motherfucker when I was the one getting shot at.
So did they end up getting Buddy? They got Buddy too?
No, but we both ran that night. Mm-hmm. And then my car was there, but my car at that time, ever since this day, I don't have my cars under my name. So my dad will try to go away, get his car, you know? And then they're like, no, pues, where's your son? And they're like, no, pues, he got the car to come drink because he got into it with his baby mama, so he took one of my cars. And they're like, no, pues, the car's in red tape. Like, if you want your car, like, have your son come pick it up, and then we'll take him from here, and then you take your car. And then my dad was just like, pues, you're fucked, güey. Ya te la pelaste, you know? Like the Mexican dad. Ya te la pelaste, güey.
You gotta go get that shit.
And then I'm like, nah, pues, let's figure out what's gonna happen. So, yeah, we let this shit cool down or whatever, and then this guy got busted 2 days after with the owner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the owner got busted.
Yeah, he was with the owner. Pay attention, guy.
The guy was dating or fucking the owner at the time, whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess the girl. This is the story, and this is gonna start some shitting Facebook tomorrow whenever this shit comes out. The story, long short, was that they told her like turn this guy in.
Oh shit!
Turn this guy in, and then we'll drop whatever charges or cases we have against the property. Because the day that we did the shooting, the following day was the Perdidos de Sinaloa concert. So they had that shit sold out. So that's what this. I mean, to this day, I don't know if it's true or not. We'll figure it out when all this shit hits fucking Facebook. Mm-hmm. But there's a story that she she turned him in or whatever.
So she snitched on her man.
That's
Oh, it was
so
her
the
man.
owner was a
that's
female.
allegedly,
Yeah.
that's
Allegedly.
what's happening.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
that's
The
what
owner
happened.
was a female, though.
Yes.
Oh,
Allegedly,
shit.
see.
And then
Yeah.
they took this guy, whatever. He didn't have papers, so he signed a voluntary whatever deportation, and he got deported. So when he got deported, to me that was good news because they don't have a charge against me.
Mm-hmm.
But then guess what happens after?
They go after you.
The fuck they told this girl or whatever they make till this day. Everybody blames Charlie, and I don't give a fuck if it's true or not now. But everybody blames Charlie. Charlie turned in the tapes
Oh fuck.
for the shooting. So that's why they had me on tape.
So if Buddy would have gotten rid of them fucking tapes, but like, yo, my cameras weren't fucking working.
Well, that's what he blames to this day. He took like the cameras weren't working. Till this day, him and Brenda, both of them, swear that the
Cameras were
cameras
down.
weren't working. That they never turned in no fucking tapes. But
How did they know it was-
magically at court? We
Even
saw
though
the
you
fucking
took
shooting.
off.
Yeah, I know. I magically at court we saw the fucking video.
Oh, so they had the videos
Yeah,
on
I
that.
know.
So he lied
Wait,
to the
isn't
public.
that probably? Can we edit that in? Yeah.
If it's a public video, we can add
I
that
think
bitch
we
on
could
there. It's a
edit it.
public
Yeah,
record.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Well, I don't know. You'd be out there shooting my guy, but damn. We're gonna put you on our podcast shooting some shit.
So yeah, then this guy, they got the video to or whatever, and then I was in the run for a while. Like I remember, I wake up some days,
Because of that same incident.
Yeah,
'Cause of that
before
same
the
incident.
shooting.
Yeah.
and then I remember I came on the Paso. You know how they do that Paso whatever.
Roundup, yeah.
Fucking, you see my ass there, fucking Eric Portillo, whatever the fuck.
Shit.
And then
Yeah.
they didn't give
Damn
me.
it.
The story even gets better though, because you know.
Hold on, real quick. So just so you know, okay, I'm in shock because I've seen all this from a I don't know who the fuck these guys are on the news type shit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like I see it from
no.
totally out there.
Yeah.
Like, damn, baby.
Now you can put a face. You can
Now
put a
I can
face.
put a face to that shit. You're like that fucking fat guy's out there shooting at the bar.
Shit.
And over here, you're like, fuck, this guy, Savage is shooting, you know?
Yeah.
Like your point of view is different from Pelon's point of view.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Pelon,
He would've known.
guess how Pelon woke up that day?
Yeah, that's
Babe, wake up, fucking Savage is on the news.
Well, how does it get crazier than
It
that?
gets crazier than that because I'm on the run for like 8 months.
Uh-huh.
And I started working at that time with Sombrillas. You remember the bar up Zaragoza?
No, but okay.
It was another banda bar.
Uh-huh.
Sombrillas. Yeah, I remember that bar. They recently reopened, right?
recently
Yeah, they
reopened.
recently. Yeah, I saw that.
And whatever. I worked with them a couple of months. Shit came down. Beef started, and I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. So I left. And then that's when fucking Alex at Trophy Room called me. Hey, you want to do Banda Thursdays, I believe. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it. You know, like, let's do Banda Thursdays. And I started working with him. So I did it the first week, and then it was a sold-out event. I mean, Trophy Room, don't get, fucking sold out. No. Trophy Room is small, but we sold that shit. I remember we had like 120 heads.
Oh, that's right. You did Trophy Room too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, well, I'm Savage, you know, so guess how I showed up with that day? I showed up with a mini goat.
Oh, that's right. I remember this story.
I was the
You
guy
showed up with a mini goat?
I'll send this guy the fucking picture of my mini goat. I actually got footage of that tape.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you right now.
What?
I have fucking Chacorta. That's the name of my mini goat. Did you ever see that? No, but you're not Mexican like that. But you ever saw El Señor de los Cielos in a novela?
No.
It was all this drug lords or whatever. And Chacorta is like the brother of the Señor de los Cielos in the novela. And I called my fucking mini goat Chacorta. So I was the guy partying with my mini goat in El Paso. I took that fucker to headquarters. I took that fucker to Trophy Room. I took that fucker to...
Where is the mini goat now?
In the rancho. We have it in the rancho. Now he's living his happy life with his wife and his 2 babies.
Can't hear shit because of all the bass. Death.
He left the bar scene after that night.
Yeah.
Because I'm partying with my goat or whatever. And I remember I'm with my best friend and today's her birthday too. Shout out to Liz. I see a cop coming in the front door. And I was just like, fuck, tell me why I have this gut feeling. And then I look back to the back door in Trophy Room because there's 2 fucking doors in that little room, you know? And I see another cop and that first thing that I told my bestie is like, I'm fucked. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, how much you want to bet that this has to do with Sombrillas? And then she's like, nah. And I was like, look at the cops. And then boom, another cop came in. And then boom, the couple came in through the front door and a couple came through the back. And then at that time, I was going to wear my Savage Twin shirt today. I'm wearing my Savage Twin shirt. And I see the cop and I I was on top of the DJ booth, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna sit down on the booth so I could look more normal, you know, more normal height."
Like, oh, I'm part of
Average. Yeah.
And then I sit down, and then when I see a chance, I try to duck. It was packed that day, like trophy room. That I think I'm not being mamon, but I think that's one of the nights that Alex has ever been that packed, especially during the week. And I'm over here fucking digging to the bottom, and then you just see the flashlight, Portillo, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like,
Yeah,
chill,
you can't.
dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be not that
And
easy.
then I
It's gonna
stand
be an
up,
easy
and
spot.
he's like, "Are you ready, Portillo, Savage?" And I'm like, "Nah." And the fucker flashes down the flashlight on my shirt, and like Savage towing. Like, they gave me the shirt. It's nice.
Support local.
Support local.
And I remember he said, "Let's just walk outside. Like, don't make a scene. You know, like I'm just gonna walk right. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just walk behind. I'll walk behind you, and there's cops in the front in case you try to run." I was like, "My fat ass, I can't run."
What do I do with
Yeah.
my goat? What happened to the goat?
No, so my goat, like my bestie had it because I already had given him my truck. Because you know some cops are mamones, they don't let you give shit. So I had to give my wallet, my truckies, and the goat to my best friend.
That's I had to get my
Hold my
shit.
goat.
My goat.
And then when I'm
going to jail.
outside, the cops like, "We're gonna have to take you in. Like, you have a warrant for this shit or whatever." They're like, "Do you know?" Like, I'm not gonna say shit till I got my lawyer. And then he's like, no, I'm not being a mamon. I just want to make sure that you know where you're getting. I was like, yeah, I know when I'm getting arrested. So I was like, the first thing that I tell him, like, well, can I at least tell my best friend what to do with the goat? And then he looks at me like, the fuck you mean there's a goat in there?
It's that kind of club guy. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Kinda
yeah,
vibe,
I was
dog.
like,
It's that kinda
technically
vibe.
there is. And he's like, how fuck? And he's like, call, I want to see the goat, bring her outside. So I told my brother, like, hey, come outside, bring the fucking goat. And then she comes outside, and then the guy's like, what the fuck? I thought he was going to be like a huge ass fucking goat. I was like, nah, it's a miniature goat. And the cop he was being cool. He's like, hey, can I take a picture with it? Like, can I go? And then he's like, nah, it doesn't work like that.
you can have a picture, and I can get the fuck out of here. No.
He's like, you're not worried like that. So I was like, no, but just take the goat to my baby mom at the house and whatever. And then this guy took me in, and then he's like, when we're in the freaking unit, he's like, bro, you're crazy. Like, we've been looking for you for a while already. He's like, not myself, but like, you've been the topic of the fucking morning topic in like wherever they do their headquarters stuff. He's like, for a couple of months now, and we can't find you. And I'm like, I'm not that hard to find. Like, I'm always posting the bar where I'm at. He's like, yeah, fucker, but you knew that we were looking for you because last time you ran from Timmy's. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was you. And he's like, that wasn't me, but we heard about it. Yeah, they try. It's crazy because most of the time they would always try to get me at the bar. Like, one tried to try to get me at Zaragoza on Pockets. Because I know everybody there, so I told the guy, like, hey, let me run to the kitchen. And he's like, fuck it, just go so I don't get in trouble. And then the other time, where was the other time? They were almost got my ass, where I was like, fuck, like I almost got busted
Fucking
here.
PG.
Yeah,
Carmen
no,
San Diego.
That's how Savage and Misterio started happening.
Yeah. So yeah, when he finally got me, like, nah, but I'm glad we finally got your ass. And I'm like, well, I'll be out of here in the morning, you know, like I'm gonna bond out or whatever. And yeah, we went to court. Fucking $13,000 later with my lawyer and all that court shit fees, he got dismissed.
Golly, man, you got it dismissed, dude. Golly, so
My lawyer's he's
Yeah.
a fucking badass.
who's your attorney, by the way? I'm just kidding.
Underwood.
Underwood.
Shout out.
Shout out to
Shout
Underwood.
out to Underwood.
Just in case you all need it.
Every time I call him, like, hey, this happened. He's like, all right, just have the check ready. And honestly,
It's already Savage with dollar signs.
honestly, like, I don't want to say I get in a lot of trouble, but every time something happens, like, I have a clean record right now. That's how I'm able to run my fucking CDL on my business because I have a clean record. Like,
Well, that's right. You need to have a clean record for a CDL.
Yeah, that shit.
Your lawyer sees Savage. He's like, "Fuck yeah, what a fucking month."
Underwood out here, baby.
yeah, and then he let out go. Even with the videotape. With fucking witnesses and everything, shit got dismissed. So
Was it like the glove doesn't fit kind of deal?
Stay away.
yeah.
No,
You know what I mean?
what he did at that time, he was like, well, if the gun wouldn't have been there, my client would have not shot it. And if he wouldn't have got being shot at, he would have not self-defense at that time. So they put him in the situation to act like that. So he did it on his lawyer words where he was like, fuck you guys, like it's his fault, you know? And then, but this guy had gotten deported, remember? Mm-hmm. So there was no other party. Well, it just, the state
There was
picked
only
it up.
one
The state
story.
picked it up.
There was
No.
one story to be told.
Yeah, but the state picked it up. Because the states, they still try to fuck me with it.
Yeah. The state of
Shit.
Texas picks up those charges. Yeah.
So
That's fucking crazy, dude. That you fucking damn. So you've been through some
no,
shit.
that's fucking
you know
badass.
what I mean?
Though.
Yeah.
That's sick. Well,
That's
I mean, badass in a way of like
yeah,
those
so-
are badass stories. Like that's fucking entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, but I remember that night. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
that
shot.
shit-
I like
We were
today's
at
the
work
day.
bar when we heard that when that shit came up through over the text message. Yo, Shove Savage just got busted. I was like, oh,
Yeah, because everybody had texted like Savage just got busted. Because everybody thought I wasn't, because people were passing down Cometa. And everybody thought like, oh, well, Savage got busted with like some drug shit or whatever, because there's fucking Celos is full of cops. They never knew that I had been shot at or I was shooting back up, and then that I was fucking running.
You already fucking gone. You're already going home.
yeah.
So
But
I was
it's-
already gone. Like literally, I think if they would have called probably like 10 minutes later, like I probably still would picked up, but I think I wouldn't have made it back in time to catch those guys at the bar. Because I was literally at the shack. You know those lights at the shack in front of Walmart? That's where I busted a U-turn.
Oh yeah, you would have been past that Zaragoza, and you
ain't
would have
coming
been way
back. You
past
ain't
that.
making it
Yeah.
back, yeah.
Golly, dude. So you've been through some
So
shit lately.
just remember, guys, if you're already fucking asleep, don't get yourself out of
Yeah,
bed.
that's
Stay ass
a
in
word
bed.
to
Stay
live
in
by.
bed. Crazy.
That is crazy. So you did the Banda nights, tow truck. What else do you have going on right now?
Now I have the
What-
transportation company. Now we
Oh, wow.
Savage Transport. So in case anybody needs to like send loads or cars out of states, out of the city,
Where do you see the nightlife going? Are you going to jump back into it now with
I'm
this?
already fading away. I'm already getting ready to like call it a night, you know?
Yeah, close the curtains and then thank you
Because I
guys.
had already retired. I don't remember. You remember I left for like a while. Remember when I left to Atlanta for a couple of years? And when I came back, it was the same fucking bars, the same fucking people. It was Pelon still standing outside work bar. You know, it was the same shit. Nothing changed.
Yeah,
Still
nothing
out
did
there,
change.
baby.
Yeah, still out there repping that work bar.
Yeah, nothing changed. It was the same shit. And right now, like, don't get me right now. The way that I feel, it's like out of nowhere this year, especially. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. All these little promoters are coming out of nowhere, and that's how I feel like I gotta hold a little bit more just to hold, like, I don't want to say my legacy, but hold it a little bit more, because I don't want to leave and then these guys start doing banda brunches and these guys start doing back to back. So they're like,
and
send
fucking
them to
shit up.
shit. Yeah, send them
Yeah.
to shit. The day that I leave, I want to do something good. You know, I have always said, I'm about to call the book. I'm about to wrap it up. And the day that I do, the last banda brunch is going to be with a big ass artist. And we're going to call it a night and everybody's going to go home. And hopefully nothing crazy happens that night. So we're able to. leave it
Judging
down
by
for
the way
books.
it's been going,
You
I
know
don't
what
know
I
about
mean?
that. Yeah. Golly, guys. All right.
That's
well,
fucking badass.
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's fucking fuck. You've been through some shit, Savage. And I've heard most of the shit that you've been through. But golly. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for another episode of Two Joses Don't Make It Right with Savage. Savage, do you have anything else
Beast.
going on besides just those banda brunches?
Nah,
Do you
banda
have a
brunch,
predicted date for when you're gonna say that's it?
I'm shooting next year. I'm
Sometime
shooting
next year,
sometime
guys. So
next
you guys make sure you look out for that concert coming in.
Sometime-
It's gonna be
sometime for that.
huge, guys.
It'll
All
be-
right.
time
we'll
for
announce it here. We'll announce it. Whenever
Yeah.
he puts it up, we'll put it up. We'll
Yeah,
put it
or
out there.
probably come back and we'll because if I bring a big artist, we're able to
Oh,
do this
we're
shit.
running
Yeah,
back.
so
Yeah.
we're running
Sick.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, get out
yeah,
of here.
because like
Shit, we
right
can
now-
do the podcast at the event, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm getting ready to wrap it up. So sometime next year.
Fuck yeah. All right, then, guys. You guys
that'd be
be
sick.
safe, be careful. Hit us up later.
Hell yeah.